Hey swimmers, my name is Melanie and I teach locally at Lotus House of Yoga and Madonna Proactive, and I've put together a little short 5-minute or so video for you to practice after your morning or evening routines to help calm the mind and also stretch a lot of the muscles that are pretty commonly tight on you guys. So you're going to start just seated in whatever way is comfortable. In yoga, we call this Sukhasana. It's one shin in front of the other. You can see which side gives you a better stretch. If that's too much and your hips are really high, you might like putting one foot in front of the other, like so, which is Siddhasana. You're going to take your right hand, take your right thumb to the crease of your nose, your peace fingers to the space between the brow. And what you're going to do is you're going to close off your right nostril and take an inhale through your left nostril. Then close off your left nostril with your ring finger. Exhale through your right. Inhale through the right. Close the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close the left. Exhale through the right. And then just keep going at this pace. So the nostril that you exhale through is the same that you inhale through. And you keep the chin slightly lower, shoulder blades on the back. And this allows you to calm the mind, reset the left and right hemispheres of the brain. So just do about 1 or 2 more rounds. And you'll end by exhaling out through the left. And then let the hands relax on the legs, close the eyes, and take a couple breaths through both nostrils. And just open the eyes and move the head a little bit side to side. See if you've got a little tight spot today. Maybe you open the chin a little bit. Maybe you lower it. Maybe that's better for you. See which one gives you good feedback. Good, then we're going to take the legs, and I'm going to show you from the side, but you're just going to come right into tabletop. So your hands come underneath your shoulders, your hips over your knees, belly nice and strong. As you exhale, you round. And as you inhale, you engage the belly, pull the sternum forward. Maybe open the throat a little. We call these cat-cows. Just do about 3 or 4 of these. Really opening up the back muscles. Good, then from here, untuck the toes and sit yourself back into child's pose. So you're just going to let the forehead rest. If it doesn't touch, you could stack your hands, or you could put your thumbs between the eyes. Find a nice pressure point. Take a couple breaths there, really breathing into the back body. This is also good for digestion. If this doesn't work for your knees, just stay higher. Couple deep breaths, maybe in and out through the nose. And then stage 2, so for you guys, we really need to open up your lats. So you're going to come back with the pelvis over the knees, or hips over the knees. You're going to start to walk your hands forward. So arms reaching forward. And the idea is to feel a stretch all the way from this part of the arm where the lats attach, all the way back to your pelvis. So if you're super open, and you can keep your belly engaged and your chest touch the floor, you can come to your chin. But for most of us, we're just going to stay on the forehead. And then to add some triceps, you're going to keep the elbows on the floor, walk the elbows close to the ears, and stretch your fingers back. And then you can walk the elbows further forward. And that's going to get the triceps and the lats, okay? So see what that feels like. A couple breaths here. If that's too much, just point the fingers up. Strong belly. Good. And then release the hands. You walk yourself back to tabletop pose. And again, a couple rounds of cat-cow. So you'll exhale round the back. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale round the back. Inhale, open the heart. And then just kind of swing the hips side to side. So you might want to take the hands wider. Take your knees together. Tuck your toes. And just rock the hips to the right. Rock the hips to the left. A few like that, stretching out the side waists. See if one side's tighter. Good. All right. I want you to do a couple rounds of a back bend, so I'm going to give you two options. So if you can come onto your belly, you have a towel. You're going to come onto your belly, your toes are untucked, which you can't really see my toes. So you're going to take your hands slightly behind the shoulders, so not under, but slightly behind. This is called child's pose. We're going to really work on the strength of the low traps here. So as you press your feet into the floor, you're going to lift the chest and feel your shoulder blades pull down onto the back. That's your low traps, or your trapezius. And then as you exhale, you just tap the forehead. Okay, so we're going to do that about 4 or 5 times. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, you lower. If you feel too much of this in your low back, walk your hands forward and don't come up as high. Okay? So these are called cobra. Good. Then you're going to come onto your forearms, so your elbows are slightly in front of your shoulders. And then you're just going to pull the shoulder blades onto the back. Drop your left ear to the left. And then drop your right ear to the right. Swim the arms forward, stack your right hand underneath your forehead, grab back and see if you can find your left ankle and draw that left heel towards the glute. Now to get that psoas muscle that gets a little tight on you guys, you're going to see if you can lift that thigh off the floor without causing any strain in the knee. So often flexing the foot will help. If you need to lift the head, if it's too much, you can lift the head, okay? But the trick is, can you lift the thigh off the floor but keep the hip down? Good, and then try the other side. So left hand, reach back. If you need a strap or a towel around your ankle, okay? But again, if that's enough, stay here. You can stay with the quad. But to get the psoas, you'll want to lift that leg higher. You need to lift up the head. Okay? No strain in the knee. Good. Release that. Press back. See if you can make a nice tidy down dog so the hands come wider than shoulder width. And you just start to stretch out the hamstrings, stretch out the calves. Relax the head, take a couple nice breaths. You can lift the heels high. And then sink the heels low. Don't worry if they don't touch. Go ahead and just pedal out. You don't want your down dog to look super sunk or super rounded. So bring the feet to wherever you can get that nice V shape between the legs and the torso. Okay. So when you have more time, you can hang out in the down dog longer. Otherwise, we're going to make our way into a seated pose now. So I'll turn. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together. I'm going to stretch out those adductors. Again, this might be enough for you, or you can exhale, go forward. Those of you that are pretty open here can put your arms underneath your legs, palms face down. And you can work getting that leverage to lengthen and really moving from the hips, not the back. That's the back. It's a hip hinge. Okay. Neck relaxed. breath flowing. And then after about 30 seconds or so, you come up, help the legs together. You're going to come onto your back, and we're going to stretch out this whole front area with a little bridge pose. So knees underneath the hips, or knees over the heels. And you reach up. And the idea is to just feel a softness here, engage the low glutes, right? So if you need to say, hey, are you working? See if they're working. And if you want, you can interlace your fingers behind you, undo the pinky fingers, and that'll help you find that squeeze between the shoulder blades. The weight is in the shoulder blades, not the head. So let the head and the neck be soft, but don't turn the head side to side. Good. And you lower, pause, traction out by pushing your thighs forward. Draw your knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. Lower the head, circle the legs a little bit one way, like counterclockwise maybe, and then clockwise. Feet to floor. Check to make sure your low back is comfortable. And then however much time you have that you can rest, maybe you put one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Traditionally, it would be right hand on heart, left hand on belly. Close the eyes. And for maybe, hopefully a minute or so, you just rest. Want to rest your arms, you can. Feel your face relax. Feel your shoulders relax. If this hurts your back, bend the knees. Let your whole body soften. Time to move on with your day. Just roll over to the right side, unless left side is better. You can support the head with the arm. And the opposite arm helps peel you up. You find that nice seat. And then instead of the breathing that we did when we started, you're just going to feel completely equal, breathing in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. As you inhale, bring your hands to touch a heart center, bow. Exhale through the nose. Thank your body for all the hard work it does for you. Relax into that. And take this feeling of relaxation into the rest of your day. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.